Hello everybody. Okay, so the gyms have closed and I figured I'll share with you my stretch class that I used to teach, and I guess it's a great time to start getting back to teaching. I've got the kids here, one kid's sleeping, the dogs are here. I'm very grateful that now we have a nanny. We happened to find a nanny 2 months ago, full-time, so I have that kind of help, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try to teach you some stretch classing while having the kids at the house, so let's go. Okay, so let's get warmed together. I always feel like I'm the tin man in the beginning, so we're gonna kind of start warming up all our joints, and when we feel good to go into deeper stretches, then we'll go. First we're gonna just warm up. So stand in a open stance, kind of second position, and inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then just roll your shoulders back and forward. And alternate shoulders back and forward. And then just tilt your head to one shoulder and then switch. And then bring your chin down all the way around. Look up. Alternate. And lift your head up and down, up and down. 2 more. Okay, and then chest comes out and in, out and out and in, out and in. And then try to go from side to side. If you want, you can also reach your hands. It'll be easier. And then place your hands on your hips and do big hip circles. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Switch. And then we're going to do half moons, like a smiley face with the hips. Go as low as you want. You don't have to go too low. I usually have 2 noises, 2 cracks that come out when I start warming up, so that was fun. And then we're going to do small circles. To one side. Long, deep breaths. And then we're going to take it to the ankles. And bring the circle inwards. And switch. And inwards. Okay, and then we're just going to lean from side to side. Probably soon I'm going to hear the second noise that my hip makes. Okay, and now just kind of bring that shoulder back and around, back and around, back and around, back and around. You can kind of sway the air. And we're going to go symmetrically down and then straighten your legs. Symmetrically down and straight. So we have bend, 2, 3, 4, Gesundheit. Straight, 2, 3, 4. Bend, 2, 3, 4, and straight. 3, 4. Next time, We're gonna fall forward and release your hair, shake your head, and you can tilt from side to side. Place one hand next to your right ankle. I probably should start mirroring you. Okay, so we're gonna go to your right foot and you're gonna open your arm. Look up at the ceiling, straight hand, and rotate your wrist. And switch directions. Lower your arm, go to your left leg, look at the ceiling, open your arm, and roll your wrist. And inwards. Inhale, and exhale. From here, we're gonna lower ourselves to wherever you're comfortable. If you want, you can go back up a little bit. So you have a flat foot, or you can open your thigh longer. And we're gonna get a really good inner thigh stretch here. We're gonna hold it for only 4 seconds and switch. 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. We're still keeping the stretches very dynamic. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're gonna turn to the right. Pretty sure this is gonna be your right. Again, this is the first video in a long time, so I'm getting used to teaching this way. From here, we're gonna go knee down and straight, knee down and straight. 2 more times, last time, and hold. Flat palm on the floor, and you're gonna open the arm that's closer to your bent leg. You're gonna look up at the ceiling, and you're gonna open your hands and stretch. Open and extend, open and extend. From here, we're gonna close into triangle legs, straight legs, and you're just gonna lift your back heel 2 more times, and then you're gonna lean back. You're gonna do this 2 more times, and you're gonna freeze, and you're gonna bend that back leg. And again, we're just trying to lift the joints a lot, make them feel warm, so then when we want to go into our deeper stretches, then our body's not going to be tight and it's going to let us just relax in the stretch. Okay, from here, we're going to sit. We're going to cross one leg over the other, and right now if it's your right leg on top, you're going to take your right hand and you're going to do an open twist. You're going to try to extend tall and turn. So inhale, reach up high. The point of the tip of your head is kind of being pulled to the ceiling and turning. With each inhale, we rise up taller. With each exhale, we give an extra little twist. And then you're slowly going to take both hands and do a closed twist. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist. Okay, from here, we're going to close both the legs together, and we're just going to walk our legs, walk our feet. Put your left foot forward and your right leg back. And from here, you're just going to go with the knee down 4 times. Last time, and we're going to open up the hand that's closest to the bent leg to the ceiling. Inhale. And you're going to open and extend. Open and extend. Open and extend. Open and extend. Another thing, make sure your knee doesn't go past the line of your toes. So you want a very straight shin. This is straight, it doesn't go over your knees. And I woke up the baby. Oh well. Okay, from here, we to, now it's the mommy brain. I have to remember what we did. We went to straight legs, and again, we're gonna do 4 times. 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna bend our back knee. Okay, and then we're gonna sit in our twist. Our open twist, and then our closed twist. Okay, from here, we're gonna put the palms of our feet together. We're just gonna rock from side to side. I think the baby went back to sleep. And we're just gonna do a little hip circle. No, did not go to sleep. Okay, we're gonna finish with the other side. Take a little break and come back. Okay, so let's shake those legs. Shake them here, shake them here, shake them here. Before we start our stretches so we don't get any cramps, you're gonna go to the side and you're just gonna grab the top ankle of the top leg and you're just gonna lean it back. And we're gonna mermaid to the other side. You know I like mermaids, if you know me. We're gonna, again, do a good quad stretch here. Just stretch that knee back, grab the ankle, pull it back. And again, let's do 8 mermaids just to kind of get another little core exercise. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're gonna bring one ankle, one foot looking at the knee. Our knees that are being straight, the straight leg is we're gonna make sure that the knee is looking upward. We don't wanna tilt it to the floor. If you can pivot the thigh out more, like turn out in the ballet term, then that's great, but at least keep it straight. So, looking up. We're gonna inhale, stretch up high, lower the shoulders, again, inhale, and reach forward and grab around your leg, or if you can reach your toes, or if you can reach your shin, just kind of rest over your knee. And we're gonna switch. So from here, I'm kind of like pulling out the butt cheek. So my hips are nice and square, and I want my torso to look at my toes. So if I'm stretching one leg, I'm not going in the front yet. I want to twist, turn myself over the knee. I'm going to inhale and just lower the shoulders, and inhale again and reach far. Okay, from here, we're going to point the toes at each other, and we're just going to flex and point, flex and point, flex those toes and point, and keep going a few more times. And then we're going to engage the whole body. Everything's going to be squeezing, 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 and exhale and relax. Okay, so we're going to squeeze everything in. Squeeze, 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 tight, tight, tight. Think, imagine tight, 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 and then imagine relax, liquid, anything that you can tell your brain to kind of just relax those muscles. We're gonna bring it one more time. Flex, 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 and point and stretch. Now, a thing that helps me is when I tilt forward and back. Because if I just do this without moving, I kind of feel tight, so I kind of lean forward. And every movement kind of signals the brain that we're doing just fine, okay? And it doesn't hold on to the muscle as much, like it doesn't tighten as much, and it lets the muscle elongate and stretch. So from here, we're just gonna lean from side to side. Let's start from your right, left, and right, and left, and just reach and reach. And again, while we're doing this, make sure that our knees are looking upwards. Pretend they have eyes and they're looking at the ceiling. And left, right, and left. Inhale, and exhale. We're gonna dig our right elbow into our right knee, and we're gonna leave it on the floor. We're gonna try to stretch and think of a long diagonal triangle line. We're going to look up, chin up. We're going to try to keep thinking about opening the chest. Inhale and exhale. Don't forget to do those long, deep breaths. And even our fingers can make us feel that we're stretching. So if my fingers are just hanging here, then I'm going to feel like I want to curl up more. But if I elongate my fingers and I think about being a really bright light, like I'm shooting a light into space. So I'm going to shoot that light up from my elbow, through my fingertips, and all the way away from my body. And now we're going to inhale, open back, and exhale, lean forward. Inhale, open back, and exhale, forward. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more times. 1 more time. And then this last time, just kind of stay open there for a second. Inhale, exhale, and just lean forward over your knee. Bring that left hand up and open. And again, we're going to go from side to side. Side to side, side to side. Now we're going to take our right hand. Inhale, and we're going to dig our left elbow into our left leg, kind of positioning, keeping that knee focusing up. And we're going to inhale and keep trying to open the chest, chin up, and our fingers are straight. We feel a nice stretch also in our back and our side. And we're going to inhale and exhale forward. Inhale, exhale forward. Inhale. Don't worry about pointing or flexing your toes, just leave them to be relaxed. And we're going to do a big inhale where we're going to pause and exhale forward, drop over your knee. We're going to lift our right hand all the way up. And from here, we're going to just roll our shoulders back. 4, 3, 2, 1. A really fun way for me to fool my brain to less hold myself tight and be more relaxed is to kind of add movement into this stretch. So as I'm going to lift my, let's start with this side. As I'm going to lift my right shoulder, I'm also going to lift my left, words. First video, y'all, this is what it looks like. Okay, as I'm going to lift my right shoulder and my right knee, I'm going to do them together. I'm going to lift and then swoosh it outwards, okay? So that's telling my brain to kind of like keep everything tight and then relaxed. Tight and relax. Tight, relaxed, tight, relaxed. Other side. Relaxed, tight, relaxed, relaxed. Okay, now we're going to alternate. So we're going to go right, left, right, and just lean now to the side that's being pushed. Push. Push that knee down, push that knee down, push that knee down, push that knee down. With each time, I'm also trying to lean forward which I'm feeling the stretch here even more, okay? So we got 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, all we have is forward. We're gonna reach up high, and then just drop everything. Reach up high, and just drop high. One more time. And now we're just gonna walk forward slowly, slowly to wherever your comfort level is. If this is your comfort level, then stay here. We're gonna go as much as we can, making sure that our knees don't come with us. So we wanna fight and put those knees back upright, and then we're gonna relax forward. And here, I'm doing active work where I'm still trying to inhale and have my head stretch away from my hips, away from my body, and less of a curve, more of a straight spine. And inhale, and slowly walk your hands back up. Roll your spine up, vertebrae after vertebrae. And time to shake out those legs and bring them close together. Shake, 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 shake. You can also add a little wake up massage to your thighs and to your shins. Extra little love. Pump up that blood. Bring your knuckles kind of to the sides of your shins. Pump up that blood upwards, up to the heart. And shake, shake, shake. Of course, foam rolling is amazing also. Whenever you get a chance to foam roll, go for it. Okay. Let's do some side splits. Okay, so we're gonna start with a basic lunge. I'm gonna start on my favorite side, why not? Builds up the confidence. If you start with your favorite side, you're like, oh, I'm so flexible, woohoo! And then afterwards, when you go to your least favorite side, then maybe you won't be as discouraged. Another funny thing is that when I work on my least favorite side, I focus better on the technique. And on the favorite side, I'm like, oh, I just want to get into that split, see that I can do it. But once you get into the split, then you really want to change the focus on fixing the technique, squaring the hips. So let's get to it. We're going to start in that lunge, a basic lunge, with a straight shin. Again, you don't want the knees to pass over the line of your toes. So your eyes are looking down, we're watching, so we want to make sure that we don't let that knee go forward. We want to keep it nice and straight like a tree, okay? From here, we're gonna, if you need to use a yoga mat for your knee, go ahead. We're going to place our shin down, our back leg shin down. And again, I'm not saying right leg or left leg, you do whichever side is your favorite first. I'm starting with my left leg forward, so you can start with your right leg if you want to just keep it basically symmetrical, where we usually start with the right side. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to lean back. My hips are straight, pointing straight, and I'm just sitting back. Here I'm trying to not curl like a ball. I'm trying to slowly be with a straight spine, and trying to have my chest rise up and past the level of my knee. We're going to inhale and exhale, relax everything. Inhale and exhale forward. Now, instead of leaning our knee over our toes, we're basically each time we're gonna go back and forth now. And each time we're going to take that back leg like an inch back. So I drop the hips. I can put both hands on one side, on the inside, in front of the bent leg, and I'm just going to try to not have an arch back, but just kind of hold my core up and try to feel that the stretch is on the top of the thigh And once I can't do anymore, it feels too much, I just lean back. And you can decide if you want to do like 10 seconds each side or 30 seconds. We're just gonna kind of hang out here for a little bit. I don't have a timer, so I'm just doing it by feeling. And inhale. And exhale back. Inhale. This time again, we're gonna push our back leg further. Lean forward with our hips, heavy hips. Everything is with the imagination here. I mean, I used to not be able to do the splits until I was about 21 or 22. I never thought I could do a split before. And when I just told my brain to like relax and that it doesn't need to stress in that situation, that we can let go, then suddenly I got my splits. I was doing about 6 weeks straight, staying after ballet class and just stretching for like 10 minutes. And then when I finally got it, I was like, I don't want to let this split ever go. So you just gotta keep stretching and believing that you can do it. And it doesn't matter how old you are and where you're at. Just gotta do it slowly. Okay, from here, we're going to straighten the front leg, and we're gonna have our hands on each side of the leg. If you need to use the yoga blocks or something for stability in the beginning, that's a good idea. Probably have yoga blocks, I'll bring them for the other side. And here you're just gonna slowly, at the same time that you are pushing both legs, your hips are sinking down. Now, you could get stuck here like I am, but here I'm just gonna release my toes and tell my body to just kind of fall into that split. Of course, my body already feels comfortable here, so I'm not forcing anything, okay? Now, I finally got the split. What do? Now I want to focus on correcting the technique, because now my legs are kind of not squared. My hips are not squared. So, wherever I'm at, I'm just going to start having my shoulders kind of tell me where my hips are. I'm going to bring my shoulders, both shoulders looking forward, like from both sides of my knee. And if it means to lift up again and to replace myself so my hips are straight, that's what I got to do. So I'm going to lift my hips up, and I'm going to try to go back to where my hips are as squared as possible. And here I'm just going to inhale and exhale 3 times. It's hard to talk now, so let's do this. Keep telling the brain to not let the muscles get tight and be relaxed. Okay, from here, if you can kind of rock from side to side. Again, anything that will fool the brain that we are so comfortable right now. And we're going to bend both legs at the same time. Okay, and shake those legs out. Okay, let me go get the yoga blocks to show you how I do the modification on the other side. My Daddy, do you see the video? Say hi. Say hello.
No para ti.
Where's that? Where's that? Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Okay, now we're gonna do the other leg, which is my least favorite, but it probably has a better technique because from the beginning I trained it with the squared hips versus the other side that I just wanted to get my first split so badly, so I just kind of neglected a little bit the technique. But now I'm trying to fix it to do it more squared. And it'll probably give me a better split in the long run anyways. So we're using these yoga blocks. It's a great modification. You can decide if you want them really high up, and you're basically going to place them on each side of your leg, of your shin, of your straight shin. We don't want it leaning forward. And we're gonna have our other shin laid back on the floor. And we can start with our basic lunge and slowly lower the knee. And we're going to lean back. And we want to think very squared here, straight straight back and reach far. The tip of your head trying to escape your hips, but your hips are trying to escape your head, so they're each pulling in different directions. And keep you straight. You're gonna lean forward, inhale, lean forward, and push that back knee back an inch. Stay here for 2 breaths. Exhale, flex the front foot. You can bring your hands back as you sit back, and move your hands forward again as you lean forward again, and push that knee back. And let's just go back and forth a few times. Now, if you feel like you're getting closer to the ground and you don't need this height of the yoga blocks, then you can just lower them to be lower, or even lower, whatever feels stable and comfortable for you. Again, we're gonna lean forward and back, and forward, inch back, heavy hips. You can move around just a teeny bit here to add some dancing, which confuses the brain, thinking that we're just having a party and with no need to stay tight. Exhale, back. And now I'm ready to try my triangle pose. Basically, both legs become straight, and I'm gonna try to lower myself into my lowest split. So I'm gonna place the yoga blocks where my hips are going to be, and I'm gonna be forward with both my legs, straight legs, and this is my weaker side, so it doesn't look as pretty, but that's okay because it's process. It's a process and it's progress, and no matter where you are, it's great. We're just gonna hold this. I'm gonna try to not sink into my shoulders. I'm gonna push my shoulders away from my ears. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and I can slowly see what happens if I lower and I don't go too far. And I'm gonna lean to the side when I'm all done with the stretch. I'm gonna move the yoga blocks out of the way and slowly bring both knees to close, and just gonna move them from side to side. From here, we're just gonna do a quick glute stretch. We're gonna lay on our back. Let's see where you can see me. From here, we're gonna have our right ankle on our left knee, and we're gonna bring both hands, we're gonna switch them through the hole. The right hand goes through the hole, the left hand goes around and catches the hand, and we're going to pull our left knee towards us, and we're just gonna hold that and breathe. From here, we're going to take our right shin just as if we were to carry a baby, and we're going to hug our shin, and we're just going to rock it from side to side. You can lower your left leg to the ground, and you're just going to rock from side to side with your right shin. We're not going to let our knee, wait, Zero, excuse me, Zero. Okay, here. We're not going to let our right knee lower more, so we're going to keep it where it is, and we're going to stretch our ankle into a nice hamstring stretch. And let's turn to you guys now. And you're just going to try to hold that leg. If you want from here, you can stretch also your lower leg. And here you want to try to have the ankle escape far away from the knee. Again, think of that flashlight into space. So it starts from our hip. We're sending out the light into space through our toes. We don't have to work too hard on pointing them. You can kind of play with flexing and pointing your foot. And roll your ankle. outwards and inwards. From here, we're going to bend our shin. Hopefully you have a good look. We're going to bend our shin again and straighten it even higher. Okay? We're going to bend and straight. Bend and straight, and then hold. From here, we're going to grab our ankle with our opposite hand, and we're going to tilt our leg over our body and hold it. Feel a nice stretch here. And all we have left for this side is to grab the ankle with the same side leg. So if I'm on my right leg, if this is my right leg, I'm taking my right arm and I'm opening the stretch, opening the leg, making sure that my opposite hip is not coming up with me. It's staying glued to the floor. I cannot see what it looks like, but hopefully you can see what we're doing. From here, if you are quite advanced with stretching, you can bring that leg over your body again and roll to your belly. From here, you can go into a split. Just kind of sit down for a second. Bend both legs, and we're going to do everything to the other side. Quick break. Okay, 1 second. Now we're going to have our left ankle over our right knee. We're going to bring our left hand, swish it through the space, and our right hand goes around and catches the hand. Pull the knee towards your chest. From here, we're going to, let's see what is best. From here, we're going to make sure that our knee stays close to our chest. We're going to carry our shin like a baby, and we're going to drop our right leg onto the floor, and we're just going to sway from side to side with our left shin. And we're going to slowly straighten the leg without letting the knee lower in height. From here, let's see what's the best angle. Kind of on the same side here. A lot of error and trial here. Okay. From here, we're going to, we're going to straighten both legs. Just going to hold it here. Again, don't let your leg go lower than what you've achieved. So if you achieved this height, try to keep it here. Don't let your knee bend. Try to fight for the leg straightening. And again, it's trying to straighten from the hip up and out. You guys good there?
You bite me. You bite me. Uh-oh.
Okay, from here we're going to bend and straight. Bend and straight. Each time we're trying to reach a higher height. So don't bend and go lower. Bend and try to fight for an inch higher or a split inch. Bend and high, and straight and hold. Try, if you can, not to lift your shoulders from the floor. Keep your shoulders on the floor, and again, don't let your leg bend. So try to stay straight, shoulders glued to the floor. If you need, you can lower the height of your hands holding your shin. From here, we're going to take our opposite hand, our right hand. We're going to grab our left leg, and we're going to cross over our body. So I'm going to turn around, see if this is better for you guys to see. You stay in that stretch.
Hold on.
And from here, we're going to take the same side hand. We're going to reach high. We're going to lift and grab that ankle and open the leg to the side. Again, we don't want to compromise our hip here that's touching the floor. We don't want to roll towards the opening of the leg. We want to fight to make our hips stay glued to the floor. We're still trying not only just to open the hip, but we're also trying to bring it up towards our face. So it's kind of like a side and up, kind of like a northeast, if you will, or a northwest motion of direction. Okay, from here, if you are advanced with stretching, you can roll to your belly. And here, this is my weaker side, so it's harder for me to get up into split. So I'm just gonna hang out here with a straight forward leg. And I'm gonna try to bring my leg closer to me and just hang out here on the floor, on my belly, and still feeling that stretch. To get out, you're gonna roll back to your back, bend your legs, tuck your knees to your chest, and just roll from side to side. And we are going to roll to one side to a fetus position, and we're gonna push with our outside arm to lift up, and bring those palms of your feet back to each other, facing each other. Give me 3 big breaths. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, lean forward. From here, we're gonna tuck our toes, our ankles under our hips, and we're gonna slowly, slowly roll up vertebrae after vertebrae. Bend your knees, you can add a little bounce. Roll your shoulders back 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Give me 3 big. Let's just do 1. Inhale. And stretch, 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 stretch. Roll your hands all the way down. And thank you so much for taking stretch with me.